All right, today we're going on a quest, but not for some mythical treasure. No, we're hunting for something that can feel just as hard to find for a serious creative pro, the perfect companion display.
So, you did it. You have Apple's incredible Pro Display XDR. It's your absolute ground truth for color, it's the benchmark for brightness, and it's really the heart of your command center. But you need more screen real estate. You're craving that huge, panoramic, immersive view, a curved ultra-wide that can sit right above that XDR, creating the ultimate vertical workspace for your code, your timelines, you name it.
But this quest, it's not going to be easy. There's a dragon guarding this treasure, and it's defined by one single, very powerful number.
This, 1600 nits, that is the peak brightness of the Pro Display XDR. It's this searingly bright benchmark that, frankly, no curved ultrawide on the market today can even get close to. And this chart really shows you the heart of the problem, what we're going to call the 1600 nit problem. You can see the very best curved ultrawides out there. They top out around 600 nits. That's not even 40% of the XDR's power. It's a huge technology gap, and it basically defines our entire quest.
So this brings us to a really critical point. This whole journey isn't about matching the XDR. In a curved ultrawide, that monitor just plain doesn't exist. Nope. This journey is about finding the most worthy companion, and that means intelligently choosing the right set of compromises for you.
Okay, let's talk about path number 1. This is for the professional who values a smooth, reliable workflow above everything else. Your main thing is stability, solid performance, and connectivity that just works with your Mac. No questions asked.
Now, our two main contenders down this path are the LG UltraFine and the Dell U4025QW. And the key difference really comes down to connectivity. The LG has Thunderbolt 5, which gives you up to 120 gigabits per second of bandwidth. For really high-res work, daisy-chaining multiple displays, that is a massive, future-proofed advantage.
They both use the same fantastic IPS black panel, so you're going to get deep contrast either way. But, and this is a big but for Mac users, the research is really clear on this one. The LG is the better choice. Its subpixel layout actually makes text sharper on macOS, and unlike the Dell, it doesn't have this reputation for random connection dropouts that can just ruin a professional workflow.
All right, let's switch gears. Path number 2 is designed for a totally different kind of user. This is for when fluidity is king. If you need the absolute highest refresh rate possible for smooth UI, scrubbing timelines, or even some high-end gaming, this is your path.
And this path, well, it pretty much leads to one single monitor, the Samsung Odyssey G7. It's the only 5K 2K curved monitor that can hit that screaming 180Hz refresh rate. But here's the trade-off, and it's a big one. It uses a VA panel, which means it's all about speed, not color precision like an IPS panel. And that 1000R curve, it is incredibly steep, which can be a real ergonomic problem when you mount it up high. So you're making a conscious choice here. You're sacrificing color for speed.
And now for our final path. This one is the most tempting, and honestly, the most dangerous. This is for the aesthetic purist, the person who needs their setup to look like a perfectly matched piece of art.
Say hello to the Kuicon P40K. I mean, on paper, this thing is a dream. It uses that same great IPS black panel as the Dell and the LG, but it's wrapped in this beautiful CNC aluminum body. It's literally designed to be the perfect visual match for your Apple gear. But, and you knew there was a but, right? Here is the harsh reality of going with a boutique brand. Analysis points to some major risks, including reports of totally unresponsive customer service. And if you have a warranty claim, you might have to ship this giant monitor all the way back to China at your own expense. Ouch.
And on top of that support risk, there's this huge conflict in the performance data. Some people say it has solid macOS compatibility, hitting a full 120 Hz on M3 Max. But other analyses say it's actually limited to just 60 Hz. That massive uncertainty makes the Kuicon a true gamble. You might get the beautiful aesthetic, but you really risk sacrificing performance.
So, we've walked down the different paths. How do you actually pull the trigger and build out your ultimate setup? Well, it's not just about picking the monitor itself. Let's just boil it down real quick. If your #1 priority is reliable, creative workflow, the LG is your champion. If it's pure, unadulterated speed, the Samsung is your only option. But you gotta live with the color trade-offs. And if it's all about aesthetics, the The Kukan is super tempting, but it comes with some pretty significant risks. You see, choosing the monitor is only half the battle. To really succeed on this quest, your new display needs what we're calling Vanguard allies. These are the essential pieces of hardware and software that are simply non-negotiable.
First up, the mount. And let me be crystal clear, do not cheap out on this. For a heavy, expensive, curved ultrawide, the Ergotron HX desk monitor arm is described as, quote, the only safe choice. It's built to handle the weight and give you the stability and that crucial downward tilt you absolutely need for a stacked setup. This isn't a luxury item, it's insurance for your investment. Second, the software. For any non-Apple display you hook up to a Mac, Better Display is, and I'm quoting the source analysis again here, mandatory, not optional. This little piece of software is the key to unlocking proper high DPI scaling, so your text is sharp and it fixes all those weird compatibility quirks macOS can have with third-party screens.
So this gives us our final decision framework, our game plan. It's actually pretty simple. Step 1. Define your single biggest priority. Is it color, speed, or looks? Step 2. Choose the monitor from the path that matches. And finally, Step 3. Equip your choice with its essential allies, the right mount and software to guarantee success. That is how you complete this quest.
By following this process, you're not just buying another monitor. You are architecting a command center that's perfectly tailored to exactly how you work. So the real question is, what will yours look like?